If you like the idea of three unemployed college graduates making crude jokes about a most likely serious song, this might be the episode for you.
Hello and welcome to Hear Me Daddy, the most important music podcast around. Today I am joined by Nick and Holly in studio today. We're finally all back together. Today we were talking about the song Dead Horse by Hayley Williams, kind of a fun band. Do y'all have any fun stories about Paramore or Hayley Williams?
I didn't listen to her that much. I was more into Avril Lavigne. A little.
Saying that Avril Lavigne is just another band for young girls or that they're similar?
Another pop punk band for girls.
Okay,
back then.
Pop punk does sound like a really good way of describing this genre.
This is
But she's not pop punk anymore, Hayley Williams.
No, she's more
Just pop.
Yeah. But definitely her look used to be very pop punk, I guess. Or very not very punk. But Nick, do you have any fun stories?
No.
Do you even know
I didn't know who this was.
who Hayley Williams or who Paramore is?
I've heard of Paramore. I don't know if I've ever listened. I've probably listened to a few of their songs.
Yeah, I would say you've definitely listened to a few of their songs. They're very a bigger band, so yeah, I definitely think you've heard of them. But
this is her solo.
Yeah, kind of like how whenever Nate Roos will
do a song outside of
fun. I'm sure she is. Sometimes people just like to do solo ventures.
It's a solo venture, and it's a song about beating it.
Oh yeah, so this is Dead Horse. I actually have a fun story about Hayley Williams from whenever I was in high school. So Hayley Williams is, of course, the lead singer of Paramore, and go ahead and, if you don't know what she looks like, go ahead and look her up. Especially look her up. What would you say was their heyday? Would you say it was 2005 or later, 2010?
Yeah, I'd say 2005.
I'd say 2005 to 2010. One of those, one or the other. Just look up how she looked back then. So a long time ago, whenever I was in high school and I was in marine biology class, we were sat. So there were 2-person tables, and we were sat. What's the word whenever they choose your seating?
Assigned
seats. So yes, it was assigned seats, and I got assigned. I was actually kind of excited about this one. I was assigned to sit with a girl. Her first name was Cheyenne. I won't go into anything else. It's not that I liked her. It was just that, I don't know. Especially in high school, any forced interaction with a girl is always okay.
Hey.
You don't have to do it. Well, okay. Well,
no forced interaction with a girl is okay.
I wasn't forcing the interaction, so it was okay. I think that's how it works. But it's weird because I'm pretty sure I was a junior or senior, and I still don't feel like I was able to talk to her very well, which maybe whenever I was younger, I had a little bit more trouble talking to girls, but at this point, I wasn't the best. But I remember, and I don't remember how we got on this subject matter, but one day, and I believe she thought I was a weird kid, so one day she was like, Blake, what type of girls do you like? And so I was like, and of course, I've got in my head the natural ones, and of course, I'm not going to be like, oh, our teacher or someone that she would know. I would say something like a famous person. So off the top of my head now, I would think that I would have said Zooey Deschanel because she was my celebrity crush whenever I was younger. But I think the reason for this, and it's really hard to, I'm kind of explaining myself away from it, but I think the reason that I chose this person is because she was in a song with B.O.B. called Airplanes, and the video for it, she's very attractive. And so I was like, and so she was like, Blake, what's a girl that you find attractive? And I was like, Hayley Williams. And then she was like, I have no clue who that is. And I didn't know her from Paramore. I knew her from that one song. And so I looked her up to try and find a picture of her. I don't know if she's a natural redhead. She may be a blonde, but she has neon red hair, and she does a lot of not a lot of, but kind of, I don't know what to describe it, but dark eyeliner, that kind of makeup. But I didn't know her from that, and so I looked up a picture of her, and then Cheyenne was like, oh, you like weird girls? just threw me under the bus like that, and
She was trying to get the dirt on you.
no laugh on that.
I
huh?
mean, well, see, then I think the problem with Hayley Williams is that also just sounds like someone's name at our high school.
Yeah, Hayley Williams. Actually, I think we very well could have had a Hayley Williams from our high school.
We had Haley's.
We had
Haley,
Williams. Haley was a really big name back then, but no, I mean, she knew that I was talking about someone famous, and I showed her a picture, but I don't know. That took a lot of wind out of my sails. Do you think some people like specific people from specific, I guess, scenes? Like, I'm only gonna date goth people.
I'm sure.
I'm sure if you're in the scene, you may find people like that more attractive because, well, yeah, some people will be like that. But
I mean,
for me, it's not like I see someone with that and they become more attractive. For me, it's something like I see someone who I find attractive, and then it doesn't matter what, like that's the only thing that matters is if they're pretty. Just kidding. They could be horrible on the inside, but as long as they look good. But yeah, so that's my fun story about Paramore. I guess after that, I kind of told myself, I guess I don't like her because I don't like weird girls. But yeah, y'all have nothing to say on that?
Moral of the story that you liked her.
The girl?
Hayley Williams.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have anything. Well, it's like,
Did you ever have a similar story, not dealing with Paramore, but did anyone ever throw you under the bus like, oh, Nick, you like weird things, girls, something?
well, I think like which class was?
This was marine biology.
So it wasn't in that classroom, but in a classroom across the hall. Someone asked someone in the back of the class, I wasn't there, who in the class would they like to have sex with? And,
in high school?
yeah, and the answer was me.
Can you tell me, do you remember
Wait,
who
really?
it was? Whoa.
Did you
Wait,
just
really,
turn
Holly?
around and be like,
Holly's
Hi.
like, whoa, who would say that about you?
oh,
No, I just you were in the same class with him, right?
Yeah,
Was it a guy or a girl?
girl.
Can you tell me who?
Are you familiar with Georgie?
No. Georgie?
she
Yeah.
sounds like a very nice
Are you
girl.
Nick's making up this story. Was she in our grade?
No,
Oh.
one above.
Oh. Georgie. Well, did you follow up?
No.
You didn't like write any love letters, leave it in a locker?
Even though I think
We didn't have lockers, but if we did, would you have done that?
And then I think we had the same marine biology class and the same math class. No, me and Georgie. And then she said before summer break that she wanted to take a little version of me and keep me in her pocket over summer break.
That's what you call a missed opportunity. You better start posting on Craigslist. She may be looking on there.
Hey, a certain Georgie S. If you're listening, please subscribe to the feed.
Yeah.
Leave a review, and maybe I'll contact you.
Holly, have you ever had anybody accuse you of having weird interests in partners?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well, do you? do you have weird interests in partners and you just don't tell anybody? Should I start wearing makeup?
I mean, I used to like guys in skinny jeans.
See, the thing is, and if you don't know me and Holly have this weird triangle thing that's been going on for a while. I like her, but she doesn't know about it. Don't worry, I've muted her headphones right now, so she doesn't know. But the thing is, the reason that we're not dating is because I don't wear skinny jeans. My legs are too thick, and if I tried to put on skinny jeans, she's laughing at a different thing, but I just can't wear skinny jeans. That is the only thing keeping us back. But a good thing is, we're listening to Dead Horse by Hayley Williams, and even though she's into pop now, I think that it'll get me a little bit closer to the skinny jeans scene. So I'll unmute her headphones real quick, and she can come back. And maybe let's go ahead and get a start on this song.
Wait, I've got one question.
Go ahead, I'll allow.
All right, so
I put a motion towards us hearing that question. Can I get a second? Say I second.
I second.
Oh, motion can pass. You may ask.
all right, so you were into skinny jeans. What was that? Skinny legs in skinny jeans, or any type of leg in skinny jeans?
Skinny leg. I was into those tall, lanky guys.
Wait.
with
Okay.
Skinny jeans.
There's a type of guy, and I always imagine them carrying a skateboard, and it's not a good thing. But their legs, and I don't want to put down on people with thin legs. Nick has smaller legs than me, but they're a good size. Like, they don't freak me out. But some people do have really thinner legs, and I'm not putting down on them. I just want to know, is that what you liked?
I did date a guy with like really skinny legs, but he was a runner, so.
Gotta talk to this guy.
He was a skeleton who
He is now.
who put blue shrink wrap around his femurs.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta start shrink wrapping my legs to. Or what? You remember that old thing where you would buy actual jeans and you would get in the tub to shrink them? Wasn't that a thing? That was totally a thing. Neither of y'all remember that?
I don't remember that being a thing, but it was a thing on Mythbusters.
Oh. Okay, so was I taking something that I saw? I feel
did
like
it work on Mythbusters?
Yeah, did they do it?
Did they prove it?
Yeah, I think so.
Plausible. Speaking of skinny jeans, let's all. Yeah.
It was the 7th Mythbuster.
Nikki's pushing me off on my segue. But go on.
It was the 7th Mythbuster. They had to fire him because his jeans were too tight, and you could see his junk on TV. Because he couldn't get them off after he got them on.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they like to keep that episode kind of under wraps because it was just a big awkward situation. Speaking of awkward situations,
so let's see. Who were the Mythbusters? You had Jamie.
Yeah.
You had
Adam. You had Buster.
Keith.
I've never watched Mythbusters.
You had Mr. Myth.
I don't know.
Marshall.
Mr. Myth came up with all the myths. You
Beanzo.
You had Myth.
Beanzo?
Meanzo.
Oh.
Meanzo. Are you just counting yours? Have you been counting mine?
Yeah. Poblano.
Poblano always came up with the spicy dialogue. Speaking of spicy dialogue, there's some good stuff in this song. Dead Horse by Hayley Williams. How about we start looking into it? Because we are the most important lyrical podcast around, so we have to kind of keep our feet under us and keep a move on it. So, I'll go ahead and start reading. Every morning I'm just kidding.
What?
Holly, will you please begin the song for us?
Thank you. I will. Every morning I wake up from a dream of you, holding me underwater. Is that a dream or a memory?
Automatically we know that she's talking about a partner that is, what is the word? Sadistic, maybe? Or she has a bad view of them.
Well, it's a dream, not a nightmare.
Oh. What is that? Instead of autoerotic asphyxiation, this is aqua-erotic asphyxiation? Were you going to say the same thing?
She likes being waterboarded.
Waterboard me, daddy. That has to be a thing. I'm thinking about it right now. Think about it happening. Okay,
I can see
Yeah?
someone maybe getting off to being choked underwater. Maybe.
Well, you know how... Okay, this is a weird thing to bring up, but some people go on Craigslist and hire somebody to come to their house and pretend to rape them. And I don't want to bring this up to, like, I don't want to be, what's the word? I don't want to be rude towards anyone who's dealt with rape, so I'm not trying to joke about this, but it's a pretty wild, what I'm trying to say is there are some pretty extreme things out there. So if that's a thing, there has to be something where someone wants to feel like their life is in danger. And I feel like that could be a thing. Like, and there may not even be any sexual touching about it. Like, I know that serial killers and stuff would get off whenever they would kill someone. So it may be something like, you get in the bathtub and you get your partner to get on you and just hold you underwater. And then
What's surfboard?
until you start snapping. That's
What's surfboarding?
surf.
Beyonce talks about it.
Yeah, surfboard.
Surfboard.
I think it's just sex in a bathtub.
But I think someone's laying down.
Well, yeah.
Maybe someone's standing on them.
I don't think it's really standing. I think
I
it's
don't
like
know.
I think it's like bathtub cowboy position.
Ooh. I just imagine Jay-Z on his stomach in the bathtub.
On his stomach. That's not how it.
And then,
That's not
and
how-
then
Oh, and
Beyonce like on
Beyonce's
top
standing
of
on
him,
him.
just like, woohoo!
Surfboard.
Surfboard.
Yeah. Well,
I just did a little Google search for drowning fetish. Probably don't.
Isn't there also quicksand fetish? Watching girls try to get out of quicksand.
Oh, is that kind of like mud wrestling?
But they're always in bikini tops and they have like huge tits and they're like struggling with the mud or sand and they can't get out and it's just like
Well, that's the thing. You have to stop moving.
yeah.
It's a non-Newtonian fluid, and it'll suck you down.
But that was a weird one.
But she says, is it a dream or a memory? The thing is, I know that you can suppress bad memories, which if this was a bad memory and you suppress like somebody trying to drown you, I mean, I hope this isn't a partner then.
Yeah. But
You
I feel
wake
like
up one morning and you're like, you know, I just had the weirdest thing just come over me. I was thinking, maybe you drowned me one time? And he's like, honey, that was a crazy dream. Whoa. Yikes.
Now it's time for first ad break. Hey, have you been interested in anything we've been talking about so far? Head over to quicksandfans.com
Is that real?
for all of your quicksand needs.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, is all of it animated?
I think you can
Yeah,
also
it
go to
looks like it.
YouTube and find these videos.
I don't want to mess up the algorithm. So I'll describe one of the images you can find. There's a buxom woman in quicksand. Then she gets out a little bit. Then she says, "Ew, yuck." Another one. It's a woman, also busty, in pajamas. Oh God, this feels so weird. My footed pajamas are ruined, and ruined is misspelled. It has no e. But it feels so nice. Mm.
I just want to know why
And
she's
then-
in quicksand with pajamas on. Like,
Yeah.
did she get out of bed one night and like go outside and walked around and then stumbled in quicksand?
Well, no, Holly, she's a paid actress. So
And
what
then-
it is you have to expand your portfolio. You think that you're going to get enough takers if you just go for the quicksand fetish guys? You have to go for the quicksand fetish guys and the pajama fetish guys, and you got to bring them both into your wheelhouse.
It's,
You got
it's
to
all
expand your
well-
portfolio. I bet she's a redhead too, right?
brown hair, but blue eyes.
Ah, that's like an Aryan race kind of like that's for people whose fetish is a Jewish person and an Aryan bread, and that one's a really specific one.
Oh, and then I guess I don't. And all these women have drawn camel toes.
I'm just wondering
Oh,
where.
so these are drawings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then in the pajama drawing, the quicksand is, you can tell that she's really struggling because in small writing around the quicksand it's squish, blurp, slurp, squish, slurp, blurp, blurp.
You see, if that wasn't there, it wouldn't work for me. Like that.
Even though I would say the quicksand kind of looks like mud, and it's not exactly.
You see, you have to have a pretty common fetish to get good drawings of it. Like if you're really specialized, you're just getting like some subpar fans drawing it. You got to really go for the big ones to get the like anime quality stuff. So let's continue and try and figure out if it was a dream or a memory.
Held my breath for a decade, dyed my hair blue to match my lips. Cool of me to try. Pretty cool I'm still alive.
So her lips are blue because she held her breath for so long.
And
Yeah.
she's dying.
Yeah, she is dying. Oh,
By her lover.
Fun wordplay here. Held my breath for a decade, and the word right after that, died.
Mm.
Wow, that's deep right there. You know what else is deep? The ocean. And you know what else is blue? I rest my case. The ocean. Now, what in the world do you think she means by cool of me to try? Do you mean like cool of me to try to match my lips to my hair?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Because that's a little wild.
Or cool of me to try in the relationship. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, that definitely could be it. And then after that, I guess like a background vocal says, pretty cool, I'm still alive. And I like the idea of using cool in serious conversations. Like, imagine that your grandfather was telling you a war story, and he was like, yeah, my friend, and I had to sit and watch all of this happen, but my friend was running across the battlefield. His leg had been blown off by a mortar. He was just jumping on one leg across. Shots were flying everywhere. He was carrying 2 children on his back. He got all the way to safety, and then one of our own men, who was actually an enemy in disguise, stabbed him. And then you're like, that was pretty cool of him to try, though, hey? Am I right? Yeah, Pop. High five. But so far it's been a bit of a bummer. This song has... Okay, I guess we can't talk about someone who's having a hard time, which I don't even know if she is having a hard time. This could all be a dream. And you know, like, Nick, you know whenever your girl wakes up and she's like, I had a bad dream that, like, you strangled me? And you're like, ugh, it was a dream. I didn't actually strangle you, you know?
Huh.
All right, well, should we continue on? Because I would like to see where the chorus takes this song. Because right now she's just talking about pretty hard times.
I beat it like a dead horse. I beat it like a drum. Oh, I stayed with you too long. Skipping like a record, I sang along to a silly little song. All right, how many masturbation
All right, I was about to say,
jokes?
insert masturbation joke here.
Alright, so you see the line reads, I beat it like a dead horse.
And from that, we can tell that...
What if it was jacking off?
You can tell that... So the reason that... And she says, oh, I stayed with you too long. And even though she told us in the first 2 verses that it was a bad situation, probably abusive, whether mentally, since she doesn't know if it was like a dream or a memory. And the thing is, the reason that she stayed with him so long is because she used to beat it like a dead horse. This guy was hung.
or skipping like a record. Or this isn't about a guy.
It's about a child.
No.
Children skip.
Alright, like, she's watching a video online, beating it.
She's beating it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the video, like, her internet connection is no good. The video's cutting in and out, buffering a lot. And she's really having to spend way too much time with the video.
That's why she's able to use beat it like a dead horse, because it's like whenever you do something too much.
Yeah, it's not even about pleasure anymore.
Yeah. Like, you don't... A guy in an orchestra doesn't beat on the drum because he wants to. He beats on the drum because the band is relying on him. She's beating because the rest of her body's relying on it at this point. Yeah, let's continue on to the second part of the chorus.
So she says it again. I said I beat it like a dead horse. And it, skipping like a record, I sing along. A shitty never-ending song.
So I think that it's important that she sang the chorus twice, because it is kind of like she really beat that dead horse of a chorus. Like she sang it twice.
Yeah.
You know?
Too much for my opinion.
Now, what I do have to applaud, and she's talking about this here, is that she's a pretty good musician in that she can sing along with a skipping record. And it's just a subtle flex, but I enjoy it. You mostly hear flexing in rap songs, but she gets to throw a little bit into this in this pop song, and I like to see the crossover.
Yeah, I mean, isn't singing along to a skipping record, isn't that like old school hip hop?
Yeah, that's what the Sugar Hill Gang did. Is the Sugar Hill Gang the...
Yeah.
Yeah. What they would do is you would just take a knife and you would cut into a record, and then you would just freestyle with it. But why is the song so bad? That's what I want to know. Maybe because it never ends. And see, that's an important life lesson. Only good things come to an end. So whenever you're thinking about your grandfather who died in the war, whenever enemy dressed as an ally of his, stabbed him. And you're thinking about it like, why did he have to die before I was born? And the thing is, like, you wouldn't have liked him anyway.
Hey, I've come to an end a time or two. A rear end, that is.
Wait, what verse was that?
Well, you said good things come to an end.
When you did that, were you like, did you feel, was it like whenever the boy stuck his thumb in a pie and pulled out a plum? He was like, I'm a good boy. Like, I came to an end. I'm a good boy.
Sometimes it's good to be the bigger person, but I'm so small I can't compare. And after all, it's only fair. Yeah.
You know, that's talking about dick sizes. And sometimes it's good to be the bigger person, but the thing is, there can only be one in a relationship. And the thing is, apparently she's so small that if she were to find someone who was smaller than her, there would just
You'd
be no
micro.
There would be no love there.
Yeah.
Yeah. More like a macro penis. Am I right, guys? That's what this guy has. This guy has a macro penis. This guy's hung like a dead horse.
I got what I deserved. I was the only... I got what I deserved. I was the other woman first. Others on the line. But I kept trying to make it work.
The thing is, she said I got what I deserved. I'm guessing that this was a bad relationship. And the thing is, you can't date someone based on their bulge. And I tell that to people all the time. It's like guys who date a girl because she's pretty, and then they find out that, gosh, that's not going to go anywhere good. There's like guys who date girls because she's got a big butt, and then, you know, what you have to look for is a big heart. And apparently she was the other woman first.
So she was a mistress.
Yeah.
She was a madame.
She was a slut. No? No, okay, I'll probably take that. But
I love this song would have more.
no, I'm enjoying it so far. Here, like the last line of this verse says, but I kept trying to make it work. You got to stick with this song. Don't let it push you out. Here, let's see what else it has. You can just hit one of these.
So there's the chorus 2 times, and then she says, "When I said goodbye, I hope you cried," 4 times.
So, I noticed that there's a theme of repetition in this song, and repetition in that she is, I mean, everyone knows the old proverb that, you know, you beat the dead horse. That's what's going on.
Is this like a battle cry? Because she has like the ya-ya-yas, which makes it very tribal, and then...
Is that going on during this? Do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the yeah. Because like, if you want a horse to go, you say like yeah.
Yeah.
But you're beating a dead horse, you're like yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine, so people don't really go to war anymore. Well, that's a lie. People don't really have war cries anymore. And I like the idea. I mean, we've been comparing stuff in here to the dark arts, masturbation.
Penises.
And I like the idea of having a war cry while you're doing that. Imagine just being in your room, and the thing is, it's usually such a secretive thing. And imagine if you, and the thing is, a surprise attack. No one deserves that. What if, like, only so many doors can lock. So, you know, you gotta let out your war cry. Everyone will know it's happening, and everyone will be better for it. Because they'll just be walking in the house and they hear, yeah. Or they'll hear like, or if they hear 2 war cries, they'll be like, proud of you, boy. But yeah, I think that was what this was talking about.
They would hear the yayas and also the like, I can't do like bubble noise.
Bubble no- from the person in the bathtub.
They walk in the house, they hear yeah, and then they see an empty bag of sand.
And there's just water running down the stairs. And the thing is, that's what his ex walked into whenever she was the other woman. That's how it happened.
Okay, so she sings the chorus again, and then lastly, she sings it again, and then at the end, she says, "And now you get another song." So...
Do you think she's talking about the guy or the girl? I mean, obviously...
The guy?
Yeah, probably the guy. And obviously she was with a guy. She sang a song about him before, whether it was like a good song or a bad song. But apparently this was...
What do you think the other song's about? Since this one's about beating a horse.
Riding a horse.
So you think it's like full of love and passionate and...
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Taylor Swift was kind of the breakup song girl. Did she ever have songs whenever she was just happy with a guy, or did she only make the song after they were breaking up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave 2 options and you said yeah. Can you expound?
Yeah, she wrote a song about Harry.
In a breakup way, or?
No, in a good way.
Did they date?
Yeah.
I feel like she's taller than him.
But yeah, she made him sound like James Dean in the song. Like, he wears a leather jacket and a white t-shirt and...
Dies in a car.
People realize nowadays that leather jackets aren't cool, right? I saw Miley Cyrus is dating someone right now which for
Only
Miley
wears leather jackets?
Yeah, and he like has his hair. He looks like Billy Idol, but Billy Idol at least was like a big guy. This new guy, he's got kind of
He's from New York, right?
Who, Billy Idol?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he was
Like
he's
from,
British or
like,
Australian.
the Bronx or something?
No, I'm pretty sure he's European. Yeah, because he's got I'm pretty sure he has an accent.
Wait, the guy who always get confused with Elton John?
No, that's Billy Joel.
Oh.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus's new boyfriend dresses like Billy Joel.
Who's Billy Idol?
Billy Idol sang like "White Wedding." It's a good day for a white wedding. You don't what? You don't know that?
No.
Dancing with Myself. Another masturbation song? No. No, Billy Idol. Come on, you can't not know who
I've
Billy
heard
Idol
of
is.
his name.
Let me just
but-
look him up just for reference. I mean, everyone else listening probably knows who Billy Idol is. And you're going to know who he is
And they're all
whenever I
like,
look him up.
This girl
He was
Yeah.
born
doesn't
in
know anything.
Stanmore,
Britain,
the
right?
United Kingdom.
Yeah. This is Billy Idol. You see how it...
Oh, I still don't know that much about him.
Yeah. But here, let me look up Miley Cyrus's new guy. There's a Miley Cyrus boyfriend list. Just for people who like to keep
Ew.
track of it. Oh, look, you see him? Except for he usually wears like leather jackets and stuff. Oh, it's Cody Simpson. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to be really hard. This picture he looks really soft, but I think that was before
Yeah,
he
he
was with
looks
her.
like
I think what
a
happened
little
is
baby. He has baby face.
he kind of has baby face, but he kind of has that face where you're like, this guy looks young, but also he looks like really old at the same time.
Yeah.
Like certain people have that, like Lord and Florence Welch and him. Yeah, I think what happened is he had to get all hard, or Miley Cyrus made him hard. And I'm not going to say that. I mean, that probably did happen, but I think because I saw a picture, I follow Miley Cyrus, and I saw a picture recently of her and him shaving matching mohawks.
Aww, so cute.
Should we do that?
No.
Should all 3 of us do that?
Yeah.
Then I'm looking at Billy Joel, and current day Billy Joel. Well, I mean, he
Current day. Is there latter
he's-
day?
Well, yeah, whenever he was young. I thought you were going to say current day. Isn't he dead?
I mean,
He's pretty old, but he's not dead.
he's I don't know, he's just a guy.
Well, yeah,
With a
but
very nice smile.
But like I feel like young Billy Joel also dressed in leather jackets and stuff. But yeah, you're right. He was from New York, and it was the time. Like I feel like leather jackets have run their course, and
Yeah, here's Billy Joel. The night is still young. He's wearing a leather jacket.
either leather gloves or black latex gloves. Two things that could determine 2 very different nights.
See a Dom with the leather gloves.
I was trying to think of any of his songs that I could apply to that. I think I was almost there with "We Didn't Start the Fire," but yeah, it wasn't working.
Was he a dom? You may be right.
What?
What, you looked up Billy Joel's sexual preferences?
No, that's one of his songs.
Oh.
Oh, you may be right. Should we just have a short episode today? All right, so that was a short song. The thing is, I was the guy she was talking about. Holly, you are the other woman. And the thing is, she's talking about our future. Hayley Williams is going to come and be after me. And the thing is, I'm going...
What the heck?
Well, the reason I knew about it is because she was saying that the guy was hung like a horse, and who else would she be talking about? But, you know, we'll deal with it when it comes up. Why address problems before they've happened? So.
Okay.
But thank you everyone for listening. I hope that this was a kind of short episode. I hope you enjoyed hearing about Dead Horse by Hayley Williams. This episode, I think we really figured out what she was talking about. Like usual. I mean, everyone can hear a song and assume they know what it is, but you have to really have a certificate from a good college to know what it's actually talking about. And the good thing is we do have that. And so, I hope you know that you can always listen to us and you can always trust us.
Because we all have degrees.
Yeah, on this matter.
We all have degrees and are all currently unemployed.
Yep.
So you know that we have nothing better to do with our time than tell you the truth. And that's the important thing right now. So, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, go ahead and tell some people that you know about it. Maybe they would think it's funny too. Also, you can support us by following us on social media.
Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram and Twitter is mainly where we have it. Or are our two open things. And besides that, thank you so much for listening. And we hope that you come back next week. Like usual, my name is Blake.
I'm Holly.
And I'm Nick.
Bye.
Hey, and in the words of Hayley Williams, I don't feel like I have to be sexy. I don't know.